You may have heard the expression, it's not always the destination, sometimes it's the journey getting there.
And we can attest to that. Sometimes that journey's pretty lonely. We left Great Basin National Park in Nevada, headed over to Capitol Reef National Park in Utah via the loneliest road in America. Well, if you want to know what the loneliest road in America looks like, this is it.
This is it, literally.
We are in the middle of Nevada. I believe it's US 50 going across the state of Nevada. At least that's where we're at right now. It is considered the loneliest road in America, and we can see why.
We can definitely see why.
We've been driving forever and there's just nobody here, so hopefully we don't break down. But we did want to show you what the loneliest road in America looks like. It's pretty lonely.
It is pretty lonely. I would hate to break down out here though.
Yeah, how often can you park right in the middle of the road and not worry about anything? Yeah. There's I know this isn't the safest thing to do, but we can literally see 10 miles in either direction, so we could probably have a picnic here if we wanted to. I am so glad we didn't break down on the loneliest road in America.
For sure.
We would have been there for quite some time.
We'd probably still be there.
But we did finally make it to our destination in Torrey, Utah, and we ended up staying at a place called Thousand Lakes RV Park. I think we had the best site. We were on site 29 and we had a huge yard. It was with great views as well.
Yes. I just wanted to point out though, apparently a lot of fellow RVers think of this site as community property, and they would walk through it, you know, cut through it, let their dogs do their business, let their cats run free, climb trees, get under your truck, whatever. Yes, this seriously happened. However, I think with all that being said, we would still choose the same site if we had to.
Oh yeah, it was that good of a site.
Yeah, it really was.
Now the RV park does have a really good restaurant there as well. We ate there one night. They have an awesome gift shop and camp store as well. The park is about 1 mile west of Torrey, Utah, or about 6 miles west to the entrance of Capitol Reef National Park. And we spent just under, I think, like $60 a night while we were there.
The people were all great at the RV park. Everybody was really nice, and I just wanted to say the food there is so good. The locals will come there to eat. It's that good, and we can attest to that, of course. Our whole reason for staying in Torrey, Utah was to visit Capitol Reef National Park, and we knew that we wanted to hike the Cassidy Arch Trail. Cassidy Arch Trail is about a 3.5 mile hike out and back. It is considered strenuous, and it has about 1,000 feet of elevation gain.
And there's also like some scrambling,
yes, right? There's a lot of scrambling, or some scrambling, I should say. Switchbacks. It's strenuous, I guess, due to all that.
Yeah, and if you're afraid of heights, this probably isn't the one for you, because
it's up there.
Remember, part of that trail was literally on the edge of a drop-off.
Yes, you are on the edge at certain points, and you can walk across the whole arch, which was really cool. Make sure you get someone to take your photos, and then you do the same for them. That's what we did. This is actually one of my top 5 hikes in over 4 years. It is amazing, and I highly recommend it.
So here's our experience on the Cassidy Arch hike. What are you doing? Getting ready to go for a hike?
Yeah, and full makeup.
Put your war paint on?
Yep, my war paint.
Oh boy. All right, we're on our first hike here in Capitol Reef National Park.
Yep.
We're doing Cassidy Arch.
First new national park, too.
Yeah, in quite a while.
Yeah,
no, Great Basin was new for us.
Oh, Great Basin. Oh, I forgot about.
You're wrong already.
I know. It's amazing what you forget when you're full timing.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. The parking lot's about half full, 3/4 full already. It's a very popular hike.
Danny, your sunscreen is not.
Are you done?
Okay.
Can we continue?
Good enough.
People are waiting for us.
Go ahead.
This is an extremely popular hike. You can actually go out to the arch and stand on it. A very good place for photos. I didn't tell Dina this yet, but at the very beginning it's very steep. But luckily it's only about 3 miles round trip. So we're gonna go ahead and get started and hopefully get some of the tough part over with here pretty quick.
The beginning for how long is very steep?
Not long.
It's not long.
It's not bad. You have to get to the top of this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, wish me luck.
Yeah, you better wish him luck.
At least I got my sunscreen on.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Only because I told you I was going to beat you if you didn't put it on.
Here we go, nothing in our way. The world is ours today, and we've only just begun. Chase the light, time is on our side. The future's open wide.
This trail starts out for the first 0.3 miles, nice and flat, right through a nice slot canyon. Oh, we're here already.
Yep.
Up till we get to the trailhead of Cassidy Arch. Hopefully you can see that behind us. So it's only 1.5 miles to the arch, but it's up there. This trail is definitely rocky. You really got to watch your step. And the beginning is very steep. If you're afraid of heights, this probably isn't the trail for you. This is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. If you're afraid of heights, you probably don't want to do this.
Right.
I don't know if you can see that right next to me. I'm probably 3 or 4 feet from the edge, and it's probably, I'm guessing, 300 or 400 feet down from here. So I'll show you the trail. The trail is straight ahead. There's the edge here.
Yeah.
And it's like that in quite a few places already, and we haven't really gone too far. So.
And the other thing is, oh, don't get too close. Even on these rocks that are lying along the trail,
Yeah.
I can see where they would give away.
Don't be a hero.
No, it's not worth it.
But here we go.
Hold on tight, fly away into the open sky. Wonder in our eyes, yeah, we're living the good life. Drive all night, wide awake into the morning light. Wonder in our eyes, yeah, we're living.
Danny says, that looks like a Hershey's Kiss.
Yeah, right. And what did you call it, Dina?
But I called it a poop emoji. You can tell I have a grandson, and I'm married to him. Okay, I know this isn't very nice, but I can't pass it up. Now that's a sheet head.
My poop emoji.
A sheet head.
I still think it's a Hershey Kiss, but Hershey Kiss.
No, it's definitely a poop emoji. Okay, we've gone about 3/4 of the way.
We got about 0.5 miles to go, but we did get our very first peak of the arch.
Yeah,
Hopefully you can see that behind us back there.
that's our destination.
So,
It's been a beautiful hike. It is steep.
but the steep part's really in the very, very beginning, the worst of it.
Really?
Yeah, the rest, I mean,
I
we're
think
still,
it's been until we got here.
well, it's definitely all uphill, but the
It's
worst
all
of
uphill.
it is in the very, very beginning. It
I
kind of,
definitely have to stop a lot for breaks, and he's really good about hanging back with me.
and look like the arch isn't too much higher than what we're at right now, but so hopefully it's fairly flat. But
And I want
we'll
to show
see.
you guys something. I love finding faces and profiles of usually animals in the rocks and stuff like this when we're hiking. And I said to Danny, look, it looks like a bunny face. Look, I'll show you. It looks like a bunny face. It's got the little heart nose, 2 eyes, the ears are down, floppy ears. I think it looks like a bunny right there. And this guy asked if I stopped at the dispensary and got some gummies.
It looks like a rock to me.
He has no imagination. He's so mean to me. This is what I have to put up with. But yeah, I think that's a bunny. That's what I'm calling it.
right, we made it to the arch, Cassidy Arch.
Cassidy Arch.
What a great hike. It was definitely uphill the whole way, but not too bad. Pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of people here waiting, so we're going to try to do this fast,
Yeah.
get out of their way.
a lot of
Everybody's
people
trying to
here.
take pictures, but pretty cool. So we are going to probably take some more pictures after this and eat lunch and head back down. But,
Lunch. We have a granola
Oh,
bar.
a granola bar, a snack.
We have a snack.
That's it.
Okay, we started off in puffies, our puffy jackets and our beanies, and now we're sweating.
Yeah, it was pretty warm actually. It's only supposed to be in the mid-60s today, but the sun was out. But what a really, really cool hike.
Really, really cool hike. Definitely worth doing. The arch is beautiful, and you have to get pictures. Let someone take a picture of you standing on the arch.
Yeah, a lot of people, what they would do, and we did the same thing, we'd find somebody that looked trustworthy and we'd say, hey, we'll take your picture if you take ours. And that's what a lot of people ended up doing. So it worked out. We got out to the on top of the arch and got a couple pictures, and we did the same for some other people. Nice hike. I have like 4 miles, right at 4 miles according to my watch, which is probably pretty close. We walked around a lot when we were up top there.
Yeah.
So definitely, I would call it a moderate to strenuous hike.
Yeah.
You're going uphill the whole way
Yep.
for about 1.5 miles, and there's some pretty steep parts. Then coming down, if you have bad knees or anything, that hurts as well. So
Yeah.
just be prepared.
I will also say I am grateful I brought my trekking poles for sure, and sunscreen,
And a lot of water.
hat, a lot of water.
Yeah, we almost went through all our water.
Yep, we almost drank all of it.
Cool hike.
Very cool. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. It really is one of my favorite hikes ever. And one of my favorite pictures of us together is standing on the top of Cassidy Arch. Be sure you do that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Amazing. We knew we wanted to do a second hike while we were in Capitol Reef, and we decided to do the Capitol Gorge to Tanks hike.
Yeah.
It is about a 2.2 mile hike out and back with a 216 feet elevation gain.
Yeah, this was actually a pretty cool hike too.
Yeah.
And what I really enjoyed about it was almost right at the beginning of the hike, you get to see some petroglyphs. These were some petroglyphs from the Fremont tribe. So I always enjoy that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, make sure you look as you're going out. It'll be on your left, about a 1/4 mile out. And then further into the hike, you get to go see something called the Pioneer Register. Now, what this was back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, pioneers would use this. I guess flat spot or this valley in between the mountains as a thoroughfare. So what they would do is they would basically use it as a road, and of course back then they did graffiti as well, so that you'd see places where they'd write their names and their dates on the side of the rock. So that was kind of cool. Again, that's called the Pioneer Register.
And that dates back to
late 1800s,
yeah.
early 1900s.
Amazing.
And that's about 0.8 miles into the hike. Now, once you get to the end of what we did, you can also look on your left, and there's a place called the Tanks. There'll be a little signpost there.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to do this as well. Now, there's a little bit of scrambling when you first get up to start the Tanks hike. And once you get back there, really what the tanks are, Dina says they're little hot tubs.
Yeah, they look like natural hot tubs
So
with no water.
Yeah, with no water. So, but they're neat to. It's
They are
worth
cool.
it. You go up there and you see all the basically, I guess, call them hot tubs, big round places. When it rains, they would fill up. They'd be a really cool place to hang
Just
out
chill.
and go swimming in the summer.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
between the petroglyphs, the Pioneer Register, the tanks, this was a really, really cool hike.
Very cool.
Here's our experience on this hike.
All right, we're gonna try to get another quick hike in. It is after work, so we zipped off out of the RV after work. We're down here in the very, very end of the scenic drive at Capitol Reef, and we're gonna do a short 2 mile round trip hike to see petroglyphs, the Pioneer Register,
And the tanks.
You're welcome.
And by the way, his 2 mile hikes end up being at least 3.
This is gonna be 2. Yeah, but there's supposed to be some petroglyphs down here. The Pioneer Register is this used to be actually be an old dirt road years ago in the early 1900s, and I believe also the late 1800s. So people would carve their names in the rock. So that's up here now, called the Pioneer Register. And the tanks, you're welcome. Those are basically water holes. So we're gonna hopefully see all three today in a quick, short 2-mile hike.
And they actually did graffiti back in those days.
Yeah, graffiti too. So let's go see if we can find something. We literally just started this hike. We've gone a 1/4 of a mile, according to my watch. We came across this little signpost right there. It says petroglyphs on it. So we started looking around, and sure enough, hopefully you can kind of make this out. There's some petroglyphs over there. There's some of those strange looking people. And it comes all around here. Somewhere over there is the sun.
Yeah, they have a sun right there.
And a little bit further, hopefully you can see that, there's like another man or whatever it's supposed to be.
That's
I'll
supposed
spin
to
this
be
around and
Danny.
try to
Danny
show
with
you.
a tail.
So we got a guy up in there. Looks like the sun over here. And I'll just kind of spin this around real slowly. There's some antlers or something up there on a guy. And there's, if you look closely, you can see up in here, there's like 3 or 4 like people. I assume they're people. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hey, mama, it's shaped by men. Gonna get high, just fall again. I got nothing to do, nothing to say, nowhere to be. I'm gonna sit in the rain. Hey, mama, it's what I know. When I'm down, when I'm low, I've lost a couple friends and burned a few bridge shops.
All right,
How'd they get it that high?
I'm gonna show you something. I don't understand how they did this one. There's some modern day graffiti, 1911. Hoping you can see it up in this area. The date looks like September 24th, maybe 1911. Looks like John Stewart, Quincy Stewart, Isaac Hayes, Ed Hurst maybe. I can't quite read the
Those
other
are good
one.
guesses.
And someone Gifford. No idea how they get up there unless they rappelled down or hanging from a rope. But pretty cool, 1911. So it's over 100 years old. They even did graffiti way back then.
Besides faces, I also like to look for shapes of rocks. There's a heart.
I don't think so.
Right here. The little rock inside
That's just
the
a
hole.
rock.
It's a heart.
It's a lopsided heart if it is.
Kidney.
Looks like a kidney stone.
Jeez. A kidney stone. Honey, another heart.
That is not a heart.
Yes, it is. It's a heart. Heart.
It's a zit.
What?
It's a zit. It's a pimple on the rock.
That's so gross.
This
That's
rock-
inappropriate.
This rock's going through puberty.
Hey, mama, tell me what to do. I think my luck is falling through. It's getting pretty slim, my glass is getting thicker. I can drink a whole ocean if it go down any quicker. Hey, mama, tell me where I've been. She told me, son, you're on a road to sin. You're walking, talking, traveling on.
All right, we made it to the end of the trail at the tanks.
You're welcome.
That's my line. My watch says we went 1.1 miles, and the little sign here says it's 0.2 up to the tanks. But I did promise Dina this was going to be a nice, flat, easy hike, and so far it's been flat and easy. The tanks, so if you do want to see those, you do. It's a little climb, but it's short. It's like 1/10 of a mile to up, so piece of cake.
You're lucky.
You're welcome. All right, this is actually one trail. I can't even tell if it's a trail or not.
I know. It looks like just a bunch of rocks.
A bunch of rock. Hopefully it clears up. It's a little bit better than this. I can't imagine being this the whole way, but we're gonna do a little bit of scrambling. All right, we made it to the tanks.
Yep.
There's a big one right below us. I'll show you that in a second. I did walk up. There's a couple more up ahead of us. They're real small. One was honestly like a little mud hole, and the other one was just like dried up. So wasn't too much to see. But this one's pretty cool.
This one actually has a little bit of water on it.
Yeah, and I bet you after a good rain, when it fills
Oh,
up,
yeah.
this would be a blast. And there's a really cool arch down here as well. So let me spin the camera around and show you what we're looking at. there's the tank, one of the tanks. You can see the arch down here, and if you go up, that's the canyon we walked down into. We came from, so pretty neat. Now we gotta try to find our way back.
Yeah, it's not a well-marked trail at all.
When you get out of the canyon, you start climbing up the trail to the, I put trail in quotes.
Yeah.
It's not much of a trail. There's a few little cairn markers here and there, but
You're lucky to see them, though.
bring all trails with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I've known loss and I've known pain and I've known less if I'd have a brain. Lost my world, some on damn greed, shot myself in a leg just to see if I bleed.
Have a nice shot down at the canyon down here. We have to use all trails because this is not marked at all, this trail. We ran across a couple cairns, but it's you got to pay attention.
Beware and download all trails before you set out for your hike. Like we do. Right, honey?
Right, honey. All right, we made it to the tanks. It was about a mile out to the I guess the trailhead to the tanks.
I told you this is going to end up being, Danny's 2-mile hike was going to end up being at least 3.
You're probably close.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, the tanks, if you're not sure-footed or you're afraid of heights, you may not want to do that. The trail wasn't marked well at all.
No.
We definitely had to use all trails to find our way around. But they were cool. They were neat to see. If that's not something you wanted to do, you could continue on in the gully here or in the canyon and just keep going straight for as long as you want and just turn around from there. So, or just go out to the tanks and turn around. That'd be about a 2-mile hike and nice and flat. It was pretty cool. We saw the
To the tank sign.
to the tank, yeah, the beginning
Yeah,
of the trailhead.
yeah.
It was neat. We saw some petroglyphs. We saw the Pioneer Register, basically old graffiti.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Now, don't be fooled by thinking that's all we did in Capitol Reef National Park, because we did so much more. We had to split into 2 videos.
Yeah, so we actually did some more hikes, and to top all that off, we got to eat some Capitol Reef pies, right?
Yummy
These
pies.
were unbelievable. So we'll get into some more hikes and some Capitol Reef pies in our next video.
We hope you enjoyed this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
Remember, always live life to the fullest.
Have a great week, safe travels, and God bless.